Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, December 5th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 525 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Tourists bask on a battlefield as drug gangs fight over Mexican resort town. A man who tested positive for Omicron variant says 15 of his friends who joined him at a New York anime convention also have COVID-19. Dick Vitale thinks Alabama football coach Nick Saban would be a steal at $500 million. Michigan school shooting suspect said he was designing a video game after teacher found handgun drawing that said the thoughts won't stop, help me, school says. White supremacists stage bizarro rally in downtown D.C., find themselves stranded. Defiant California parents send child with COVID to elementary school, trigger outbreak. Locked up sullen Crumbly family showing no remorse after school shooting, says sheriff. Cuomo livid after shock firing by CNN. Cawthorn sparks outrage after using phrase earthen vessels in anti-abortion speech. Plumber finds cash, checks behind loose toilet in wall at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Alabama picks apart Georgia, setting course for another playoff, The New York Times. Bitcoin price tumbles after Wall Street sell-off, Fox Business. Omicron possibly more infectious because it shares genetic code with common cold coronavirus, study says, The Washington Post. Fortnite, Chapter 3 officially revealed with new island, Spider-Man, and plenty more changes, The Verge. Tokara Jones says Tyra Banks cannot be cancelled over ANTM pay disparity, TMZ. 5 dead after Myanmar security forces ram car into Yangon protest, media, Reuters. UFC Vegas 44 post-fight show, what's next for Jose Aldo, Saturday's big winners, MMA fighting. 5 words mark 2021 for world stocks and may do again in 2022, Bloomberg. Indonesia volcano toll rises as search for missing continues, AlJazeera.com. Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1, official first look trailer, 2022, Oscar Isaac, IGN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump social media blows deadline, still claims $1 billion commitment from secret investors. Spread your wings, Vegas company offers tickets to Mile High Club. Locked up sullen Crumbly family showing no remorse after school shooting, says sheriff. GOP rep posts gun-laden Christmas photo 4 days after school shooting. Chris Cuomo fired from CNN for advising governor brother on sexual misconduct scandal. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You makes history with diamond status. Last remaining World War II Band of Brothers member dies at 99. Penobscot Nation members do not want ancestors scalping whitewashed. Nicole Kidman feared she was wrong to play Lucille Ball, almost quit movie. Explainer, how unusual to charge parents in school shooting? The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Police says more needs to be done to stop racing. Jury watches interrogation video in murder trial. Oklahoma natural gas customers to see higher bills. 19-year-old dead after falling from balcony. Jewish synagogue community center vandalized. Woman found guilty of aggravated rape. Organizers vow to get Christmas gifts for kids. $1 million in stolen items recovered. Man riding motorcycle says hit and run driver left him to die. Beloved cat returned to owner after 18 months. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Pope in Greece live updates, Francis chastises West on visit to migrant camp. Vaccine demand in the U.S. rises as Omicron fears grow. Alabama kicks apart Georgia, setting course for another playoff. He never touched the murder weapon, Alabama sentenced him to die. Chinese tourists aren't coming back anytime soon. On Syria's ruins, a drug empire flourishes. Fatalities reported after military truck rams protesters in Myanmar. 3 months after Hurricane Ida, residents are still waiting for FEMA housing. After success in seating federal judges, Biden hits resistance. CNN fires Chris Cuomo over role in Andrew Cuomo's scandal. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Ohio driver keeps one hand on wheel, catches baby with other as wife gives birth in passenger seat. Political cartoon of the day, coming to a retailer near you. Milwaukee dancing grannies make parade return after Waukesha tragedy. New Chris Cuomo sexual misconduct allegation emerged days before CNN firing, report. Explosion heard near Iranian nuclear site Natanz. All 3 Crumblies locked up in same Michigan jail, authorities say. Number 16 Alabama takes down number 3 Gonzaga 91-82. Number 17 Pitt rolls by number 18 Wake Forest 45-21 for ACC title. Michigan scores 42 points in Big Ten title game as they honor Oxford High School shooting victims. The left is to blame for rising crime and decreasing personal freedom, Bongino. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, December 5th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Kate Garraway's tears too as she appears on Piers Morgan's Life Stories. Talk of the town, Tory donor hires ex-police chief to clean up floors of horror's flat complex. Hospitalizations in Omicron hit South African province are rising faster than in any previous wave. Mother of toddler reveals her husband is grumpy with her after she gained weight. Civil servants are shown disputed genderbread person graphic in presentation. Silvio Berlusconi quietly campaigning to be Italy's next president. Killer husband and wife jailed for life for murdering their elderly parents still very much in love. Heart-stopping moment daredevil leaps between high-rise rooftops on the Gold Coast. Drug sniffer dogs could be introduced to Parliament to combat use in the heart of Westminster. Police find a 1022 plant cannabis farm growing in an ex-magistrate's court. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News feed. Snotty-nosed hippos test positive for coronavirus in Belgium, the first known cases in species. Israel urges hard line against Iran at nuclear talks. 1 miner missing, 1 hurt in coal mine accident in Poland. Israeli police questioned on Palestinian attackers shooting. Avalanche in Austria kills 3 skiers, injures 2. 3 feared dead as Myanmar army truck runs down protesters. North Korea heads into tense winter, closed borders and food supplies in question. At least 13 dead after Indonesia's towering Semeru volcano erupts in huge plume of ash. Assad's tightening grip. Omicron possibly more infectious because it shares genetic code with common cold coronavirus, study says. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. COVID live, UK measures too late to stop Omicron wave, government advisor says, India death toll climbs. In counter review, Riz Ahmed shines in sophisticated alien invasion thriller. From pandemic to endemic, this is how we might get back to normal. The latest challenge to Joe Biden's presidency, the Omicron variant. Just for once, ethics, not sponsors millions, have spoken with the loudest voice in sport. Tim Adams. Juan Cuadrado incensed after suspect goal decides promotion in Colombia. The big picture, women's fashion finds an unlikely style hero. To rescue the Republic Review, Grant, the crisis of 1876, and a Fox News anchor reluctant to call out Trump. Historical accident, how abortion came to focus white, evangelical anger. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Grand Ole Opry country singer Stonewall Jackson dies at 89. Biden, Putin set video call Tuesday as Ukraine tensions grow. COVID outbreak on cruise ship approaching New Orleans. Watch, cyclist in Christmas tree costume caught on camera. CNN fires Chris Cuomo for helping brother deal with scandal. Columbia University student stabbed to death near campus. More details released on violent drawings reported hours before school shooting. College student fatally shot in armed confrontation with officers, police say. Anti-lockdown protesters march through Dutch city of Utrecht. Italian dentist presents fake arm for vaccine to get pass. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. India Nagaland, security forces kill 13 civilians amid ambush blunder. Indonesia volcano, dozens injured as residents flee huge ash cloud from Mt Semeru. Afghanistan, Taliban warned against targeting former security forces. Pacific Ocean garbage patches immense plastic habitat. Why France faces so much anger in West Africa. Mandatory vaccinations, 3 reasons for and against. Biden and Putin to talk amid Ukraine invasion fears. Chris Cuomo, CNN fires presenter over help he gave politician brother. South Africa, the rape survivor who convicts rapists. Why Ugandan troops have entered Dr. Congo, again. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Loudoun County, voters weigh in on education issues and upcoming elections. Ukrainians tense at front line amid troop buildup. Thousands gather to mourn Michigan school shooting victims, parents of suspect in custody, what we know. Sheriff on capture of parents of charged teen. Today in history for December 5th. AP Top Stories December 4th p. Parents of Michigan school shooting suspect found, arrested overnight after manhunt. Bond set at $1 M after Michigan parents enter pleas. Missing dog saves Virginia family from house fire, gets reunited with his humans in process. Bond set at combined $1 million for parents of Michigan school shooting suspect after overnight arrest. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Biden administration moves to scrap Cada's water pipeline right-of-way permit, cleared by Trump. AQMD extends no-burn rules due to poor air quality. Judge denies request by LA Firefighters Union for injunction to block vaccine mandate enforcement. Man and woman killed in shooting near South Los Angeles. The price before Christmas, costs of holiday decorations head north. Brutal, brazen crimes shake LA, leaving city at a crossroads. 60 years after being taken for abandoned LA freeway, homes may get new life. Column, to anti-vax firefighters, bye-bye, now let's build back better at the LAFD. After Jacqueline Avant was killed, this teen found the suspected gunman in her backyard. Magnitude 3.5 earthquake strikes near Calexico, California. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Korea reports suspected cases of highly pathogenic bird flu at egg farm. Pacific Ocean garbage patch is an immense plastic habitat for coastal species, living miles from their usual homes. French climber pockets share of Mont Blanc gems after 2013 find, a treasure trove of American League Division Series. Rubies and sapphires buried for decades on a glacier off France's Mont Blanc has finally been shared between the climber who discovered them and local authorities, 8 years after they were found. Pakistan receives $3 billion from Saudi Arabia as inflation cripples nation. The death toll from a sudden, spectacular eruption of Indonesia's Mount Semeru has risen to 13, disaster officials said Sunday, as rescuers searched villages blanketed in molten ash for survivors. China's Guangdong province on Friday summoned the chairman of China Evergrande Group after the real estate developer said there was no guarantee it would have enough funds to meet debt repayments, while regulators sought to reassure markets. Saudi coalition airstrike in Yemen's Taiz province kills 16, including children. Rio Tinto lithium mine, thousands of protesters block roads across Serbia. Stolen Nepali statue returns to its temple after decades in U.S. Belarus says Ukrainian military helicopter violated its border. Looted and left in an English garden, the goat goddess can return to India. Attempted assassination of Turkey's Erdogan foiled. Bolsonaro to face probe after claiming COVID vaccines increase chance of contracting AIDS. El Salvador responsible for death of woman jailed after miscarriage. Xiomara Castro, who will make history as Honduras' first female president when she takes office on January 27, plans to ask the UN for help in fighting the corruption plaguing the Central American nation, and will urge Congress to repeal so-called impunity laws. The next headlines are from Forbes. It's official, with Kirby Smart, Georgia will never beat Alabama's Nick Saban. 58 exciting new hotels opening around the world this winter. Is electing Gil Hodges to the Hall of Fame in the museum's best financial interests? The Dallas Cowboys do not need Ezekiel Elliott. WWE vs. E ratings, Rampage stays under 500,000 in overnight viewership. Here's when Fortnite returns and Chapter 3 begins. Trump media company says it has raised $1 billion. CNN fires Chris Cuomo over help he gave embattled brother. CNN fires Chris Cuomo. The 10 best new movies added to Netflix in December. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,749,017,603 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Chloe Bailey honors Lil Nas X with Variety Hitmakers Innovator Award. He delivers creatively like no other. Lana Del Rey gives emotional speech while accepting Variety Hitmakers Decade Award. I'm grateful for all the criticism, I get a lot. Javian on working with Justin Bieber and fan influence on Heartbreak Anniversary. Chris Cuomo fired by CNN. BTS delivers heartfelt video speech after receiving Variety's Record of the Year award, the beginning of our new chapter. With Post Malone, 24 Golden, Ian Dior and more, Austin Rosen's Electric Feel is a hit-making powerhouse. The People's Choice, rapper Polo G is 2021's rising star. Spencer director Pablo Larraín endorses Chill A and Oscar entry white on white exclusive. Ventana Sur, major highlights of the Just Wrapped edition, from Netflix to Brazil and top deals. Saudi multi-hyphenate Hisham Faji on how Hollywood mentoring can help Arab TV. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. CNN fires Chris Cuomo for a role in fighting brother's sexual harassment scandal. A blizzard warning in Hawaii but no snow yet in Denver, in unusual December weather. 8 wolves were poisoned in Oregon. Police are asking for help finding who killed them. Nevada's governor apologizes for the state's past role in indigenous schools. Opinion: do you know who's picking your AA berries? A mass COVID grave in Peru has left families bereft and fighting for reburial. Mourners remember pastor and World War II veteran Matthew Southall Brown Sr. A discomfort with Western liberalism is growing in Eastern Europe. With Omicron looming over the holidays, here's how to stay safe. When making music breaks your body. The following headlines are from the week. Elderly Orthodox priest heckles Pope Francis during Greece visit. Polls close in first Gambian presidential election since former dictator's exile. 1 dead, dozens injured after volcano erupts in Indonesia. Le Pen, Orban, and other European populist leaders meet in Warsaw to discuss EU concerns. Parents of Michigan school shooting suspect plead not guilty to involuntary manslaughter. Biden weighs sanctions, military aid as Russian invasion of Ukraine looms. Democrats are complicit in the looming loss of abortion rights. A sudden exit for Twitter's CEO. 7 cartoons about Omicron's rapid spread. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, December 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Photos and video, December 4th total solar eclipse. Comet Leonard, and its glorious sweep past M3. The next news is from Politico. Germany's SPD approves government coalition deal. Putin's choice, hot war or a deeply frozen conflict. Hundreds of House districts are being redrawn. Here's who's winning and losing. French conservatives' first female candidate spells trouble for Macron. Europe's far-right leaders fail to tie the knot in Warsaw. Biden, Putin to talk next week as tensions grow over Ukraine. Clearview AI on track to win U.S. patent for facial recognition technology. A real fight for our existence, Massachusetts GOP spirals in Baker exit. iRover pharmacy middlemen fuels lobbying blitz. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. The 8 photos of the week, December 5th, 2021. NSW records 286 COVID-19 cases amid further Omicron infections. TGA approves jabs for 5-11-year-oldish. Victoria records 7 deaths, 980 new cases. Magnificent Sevens, women and men shine in Dubai. Sister Act, Jessica Rowe proud to offer support on election day despite the intrigue and drama. Yes, post-lockdown traffic on local roads is just as bad as you think it is. Andrews admits mistakes, but declares Victoria's pandemic response a triumph. Rock and roll Christmas, fill up those stockings and support our muses. Teen violinist Christian Lee is wowing the world, just don't call him a prodigy. I have a master's in theological studies, but some religious schools might rule me out of a job. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Brett Aarons is raw. Should you put your 401k in a 3x retirement portfolio? Project Syndicate. This former central banker says stop throwing fuel on the inflation fire with easy money policies. Outside the box, the quick and easy way to lose your life savings. Newswatch. The Nasdaq and the Dow are now trading in a way that was evident just before the internet bubble burst. Outside the box, the good news about the economy that you're not hearing enough about. International living, these are the top 3 places to invest in real estate today. Outside the box, 5 financial moves to make before December 31st. Burger King selling 37-cent Whoppers through Saturday. Personal Finance Daily, will your home insurance cover these winter disasters and the top 3 places to invest in real estate today? Despite low mortgage rates, America's housing market keeps many first-time buyers on the sidelines. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. USC presidential finalist is Vice President, Dean at Purdue, according to report, The State. The next headlines are from Quartz. Miami's tech boom started with a tweet but is sustained by more than hype. As the U.S. Supreme Court revisits Roe v. Wade, let's revisit its history of overturned rulings. Rolling with Omicron. The following headlines are from TechDirt. This week in TechDirt history, November 28th, December 4th. If MLB thought its website shenanigans would intimidate MLB players, that plan has backfired. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Real Madrid. Georgia-Alabama game. Formula 1. Michigan vs. Iowa. Bayern Munich. Wolves vs. Liverpool. The Kitchen. F1. Purdue basketball. Barcelona vs. Real Betis. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. CNN fires Chris Cuomo following suspension over role in brother's defense. Palestinian gunned down in Jerusalem after stabbing Orthodox Jewish man, video. QAnon acolyte calls movement a deep state operation. Biden's oil tactic would raise Russian profits, Republicans claim. Boxer Lopez lucky not to be dead after title defeat as doctors share shocking health details. Zlatan highlights hilarious detail which shows man UTD have small mentality. Iran explains blast hurt near major nuclear facility. Microchip your cat or face fines, UK government says. Like a horror film, Brazilian women's footballer sexually abused on bus after game. Watch, bloodied Medvedev has perfect response to crowd boos as Russia reach Davis Cup final. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Steve Cohen's .72 venture fund is backing a 24 hours equities exchange. CNN fires Chris Cuomo following recent suspension. Wall Street firms tell employees to dress down as violent crime rages. When fiat currency stops being money. U.S. ship log jam worsens as Biden's attempt to save Christmas fails. Leveraged Bitcoin traders flushed out an epic overnight crash. Kremlin says Biden-Putin talks will take place Tuesday. Elon Musk says a SpaceX bankruptcy is not impossible. An FDA official demanded Google censor a YouTube video the agency didn't like. Russia scrambles jets after U.S. spy plane dangerously close to passenger flight from Israel. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Lebanon PM says call with MBS, Macron important step. Vote count starts in the Gambia presidential vote. Veteran Indian journalist Vinod Dua passes away at 67. Can Europe's right-wing parties be united? Iran explosion near Natanz nuclear facility a control test. Biden and Putin to hold video call on Tuesday on Ukraine. France, Europeans working to open mission in Afghanistan, Macron. At least 23 killed in bus accident in Kenya. Israeli wounded in East Jerusalem stabbing, assailant killed. Stolen Nepali statue returns to its temple after decades in U.S. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Air Force Secretary, we're competing with China for military superiority, China trying to target U.S. assets. Exclusive Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts, I'm convinced Roe v. Wade is going to be overturned. Poll, majority of voters concerned about potential of harmful side effects of vaccines. Pope, you are a heretic, Francis confronted by elderly Orthodox priest in Athens. Broken promises, 1 year ago, Joe Biden said he wouldn't demand mandatory vaccines. North Texas police officer dies after shootout. Italy arrests suspected terrorist living in migrant reception facility. Nolte, 6 thoughts about Alec Baldwin's claim he didn't pull the trigger. First trans Miss USA contestant claims pageant just not ready after early elimination. Hulu pulls Astroworld, concert from Hell special following viewer backlash. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, Cobra with head stuck in beer can rescued in India. Scottish woman reunited with long-lost wedding ring after 50 years. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Hundreds of roundabouts in 2 U.S. states are saving lives, reducing injuries, and lowering carbon emissions. Man who had heart surgery wins $1 mill lottery on a cash word ticket and get well card. The winning word was heart. Sneaky German shepherd steals a baby's pacifier and gets caught on camera. Watch. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, December 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Fish fly mid-show between Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia. Scientists made an eco-friendly plastic using DNA from salmon sperm. Man in bunny suit arrested in Kirkland. Better.com CEO publicly attacks laid-off employees, accusing them of stealing by working only 2 hours daily. Tire of Mirage fighter plane stolen from truck near Indian Air Base, police case filed. New road in Uttar Pradesh, India, constructed at Rs 1.6 crore $210,000, gets cracked after local legislator from ruling party slams coconut during inauguration. Taliban bans forced marriage of women in Afghanistan. First lesbian robots coming soon. A 3-year-old went for a flu shot. Instead, she mistakenly got an adult COVID-19 vaccine. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Review, Electric XP 2.0 fat tire folding e-bike is a huge bargain. Black holes, what we think we know, we don't. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, December 5th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. 18-year-old missionary seriously wounded in Alabama shooting. 2 men arrested in Moab on suspicion of human smuggling. Student run app for addiction recovery wins $3,000 at University of Utah Business Contest. David Brooks, the voice of the ambivalent majority on abortion. Analysis, Utah football smashes Oregon, again, to reach first Rose Bowl. Here's how the Utes did it. It'll take us longer. Salt Lake County snowplow delays possible amid driver shortage. Bayou Soccer survives Santa Clara, advances to NCAA championship game for first time on penalties. Gordon Monson, at last, Kyle Whittingham is king of the Pac-12, and Evan Lloyd is the kingmaker. Pablo Mastroeni's Real Salt Lake coaching status is still up in the air, but he is leading the team further than it's gone in years. Discover these lesser-known resources at a Salt Lake City or county library near you. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Advent of Code has begun, and other geeky daily programming challenges. JetBrains announces Fleet Eye to compete with Microsoft's Visual Studio Code. Twitter admits coordinated and malicious activity weaponizing its new privacy policy. Amazon ordered to hold another union vote in Alabama. Booster doses are powerful, may fight Omicron, researchers find. Bitcoin, Ether, other cryptocurrencies suddenly drop more than 16%. Why movie dialogue has gotten harder to understand. International Space Station fired its thrusters Friday to dodge more space debris. Israel halts disputed Omicron tracing through phone surveillance. A new humanoid robot has the most advanced and realistic facial expressions yet. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Webster Groves man not guilty by reason of insanity in stepfather's death. The mysterious 2014 disappearance of a Missouri woman from her family's farm. Total solar eclipse 2021, what time and how to watch on Saturday. Eureka native a finalist for college football's highest honor. Family speaks out after shooting death of Eureka High School senior. Major case squad investigating after St. Louis Metro bus driver shot. What's that in the sky? Fox 2 viewers ask about light sightings. Less than 2% of Missouri school districts offering regular COVID testing. Feds offers Fire STL pipeline a temporary extension. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Driver killed into car crash near Liberty Station. CNN fires Chris Cuomo after helping with brothers scandal. Shooting at party by the Bay leaves teen fighting for his life. News Now, teen shot at party, fiery crash and more overnight updates. Bird launches accessible mobility service in San Diego for those with disabilities. Hundreds of pounds of cannabis, chemicals seized at illegal East County hash oil lab. San Diegan rescued from Afghanistan discusses his long journey home. Here's where your kids can visit Santa in San Diego this year. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Ukrainian-made missiles enter South Asian market. U.S. Air Force uses radar gun-like device at Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. CNN announces firing of Chris Cuomo. King tides peaking across California coastal areas. Parents knowingly sent child to Bay Area school with COVID. Winter feel warmer lately? In these places, it really is. Hence, I know I did the right thing on January 6th. Freebies and deals to enjoy on National Cookie Day. Baldwin, someone is responsible for shooting, but not me. I will not leave him. Man experiencing homelessness chooses dog over housing. Mother who gave birth with COVID-19 couldn't see baby for 10 days. LeBron James confused, frustrated, angered by NBA's COVID-19 protocols. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. With Kinzinger out, candidates bow out of 16th district race, plan to run elsewhere. Suburban Skyview, South Elgin Christmas lights seen from 150 feet above. Through the film magnifier. Veterans helping veterans, Lake County Service officer finds work rewarding. Fox Lake woman charged with stabbing former boyfriend. Lombardy, Huskies robbed to MAC title 41-23 over Kent State. Santa, bans highlights of Dundee's Spirit of Christmas parade. Holy cow, loose animal hoofs at down Randall Road in Elgin before police make bovine bust. Chicago restaurant and brewery could expand to Wheeling. Chief, Michigan school shooting suspects parents found hiding in building. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Check your ticket. Over $2.1 million in unclaimed Washington's lottery prizes expire soon. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10 km, in South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands, April 12, 2021, 14:27 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Joel 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0 in tropical storm. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Italy. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Volcanic eruption is ongoing for Semeru in Indonesia. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, December 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 11-year-old Houston boy meets San Diego man who saved his life. Accused roof scammer arrested after trying to target same woman again in Oak Ridge North, police say. How the biggest, brightest Christmas trees in the U.S. look for the 2021 holiday season. Are thieves targeting taillights next? Houston auto repair shop owner explains why. Murdered spring mom of 5 remembered his boyfriend remains on the run. Manatee rescued near Texas City dike after being spotted near refineries. 10-year-old artist sells out gallery at prestigious art fair, sells work to Sofia Vergara. Texas City man riding motorcycle says hit and run driver left him to die. Battleship Texas open to the public one last time this weekend. Tensions between U.S., Russia grow over Ukraine ahead of Biden-Putin video call. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Cross makes clutch plays, lifts Louisville over NC State. Amendola out, Kessman in as Jets make change at kicker. Voters protest disqualification of Venezuelan candidate. Number 21 Auburn routs Yale, 5 Tigers score in double figures. Morikawa pulls away in Bahamas, takes big step toward number 1. Cole Johnson, JMU storm into FCS quarterfinals, 59-20. Michigan suspect hold counselors gun drawing with game design. Panthers find ways to rally again, top Blues 4-3 in shootout. Wake Forest trounces Virginia Tech in ACC opener, 80-61. Chandler scores 28, number 13 Tennessee beats Colorado 69-54. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, hallelujah, it's the shortest day of this garbage year. Public servants, a media publisher, and DAs, a look at Eric Adams' massive transition team. FEMA extends assistance application deadline for IDA-stricken NY and NJ residents. Columbia University ramps up security after fatal stabbing of grad student near campus. New Jersey detects state's first Omicron case. Interview, John Flansburgh on 40 years of They Might Be Giants. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. From the field, climate-smart development in an uncertain world. Zero leprosy in pandemic, experts, advocates discuss new strategies. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. What was the Flatwoods monster? Is it mix, science spelled backwards, a progon word? Frederick Valentich's UFO sighting and disappearance. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. How teen gunman's parents ended up hiding out in local artist's studio. January 6th, rally organizers wild 2 a.m. sermon, acid, Yoda, and a congressional subpoena. When porn consent goes horribly wrong. The mega-rich are doing some serious shopping at Art Basel Miami Beach. TikTok is full of makeup looks, but who owns them? The Beatles nearly made this ancient wonder famous. Flea, a gay Afghan refugee's haunting story comes to stunning life. The real world royally botches its first Me Too scandal, again. Biden's Democrats are a joke and so are Trump's Republicans. Can't anybody here play this game? The next headlines are from the New York Post. James and Jennifer Crumbly locked up in same jail as accused Michigan school shooter son Ethan. Mom shows what it's like to have a night gala for your baby. Ben Roethlisberger expects this to be final season with Steelers. Jets cut Mike Amendola, add Alex Kessman in inevitable kicking change. Derek Jeter quietly welcomes third child with wife Hannah Jeter. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Celebrating 60 years of human spaceflight. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Omicron, what we know about the new COVID variant. Potentially hazardous asteroid to pass near Earth. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Credible UFO sightings spotted by jet pilots are being ignored by government. UFO sightings from around the world. Congress calls for permanent office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. 1 dead, dozens injured after Java's highest volcano erupts. California parents knew their kid had COVID and still sent them to school. CNN cans Chris Cuomo for helping Andrew with sexual harassment scandal. Massachusetts cold case murder solved by DNA found on conch shell. Rio de Janeiro mayor cancels New Year's Eve celebrations. Edward Shanes, last surviving officer from Band of Brothers, dies at age 99. Hundreds of tarantulas, other insects bound for Germany seized in Columbia Airport. Biden, Putin to hold virtual talk as Ukraine tensions heat up, Russian official. Pope, you are a heretic, elderly Greek Orthodox priest heckles Francis in Athens before being taken by police. Shooting near Graceland leaves 2 girls dead, teen and 9-month-old injured. The following headlines are from military.com. UN renews anti-piracy ships off Somalia for only 3 months. AP source, NSO Group spyware used to hack state employees. Honolulu utility shuts well to prevent fuel contamination. China's communists bash U.S. democracy before Biden summit. U.S. intelligence finds Russia planning Ukraine offensive. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. One of 2 suspects charged in shootout with cops arrested after barging into home, ordering family to throw away his hoodie, prosecutors say. Cop car on way to call crashes into little village home containing children, causing wooden beam to fall into living room. Bell ringer shortage, fewer donations put Salvation Army Red Kettle donation drive for Naperville area pretty far behind. 2 dead, at least 6 wounded in city shooting since Friday evening, police say. Chicago activist banned from courthouse during Jussie Smollett trial. Joliet area couple pleads guilty to misdemeanor charges in connection with U.S. Capitol breach. In fight over Chicago's vaccine mandate, Illinois Labor Board grants hearing on police union complaints of city overreach. Republican governor candidates attempt to use violent crime increases path toward regaining suburban voters. Mom of ISU grad student Jelani Day enlists civil rights attorney Ben Crump to urge FBI investigation into her son's death. I need to know what happened. Jussie Smollett judge, defense attorney differ on lunging claim. The following headlines are from phys.org. Total solar eclipse plunges Antarctica into darkness. Explainer, stuck jet stream, La Nina causing weird weather. Dinosaur tail found in Chile stuns scientists. How you speak up at work can affect whether you're picked for a team. Chemical pollutants disrupt reproduction in anemone fish, study finds. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, December 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The scientific reason singers have a knack for language. Are people more prone to supernatural thinking if they believe in the afterlife? This is your brain on music. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Ohio holds off St. Francis, behind Sayers. Tony, naughty score 15, number 10 Arkansas beats Little Rock. Texas A&M CC rout Southwestern University 111-60. Jackson finishes 6th in 500, Mantia wins 1,500 at World Cup. Beating Oilers shows Kraken ready to climb back in race for the Pacific Division. Harrison scores 25 to lead Ulm over Northwestern State 84-71. NHL notes, Jake DeBrusk wants out of Boston. Should Kraken get involved? From Jedi to a tiger named Hubs, Emerald City Comic-Con rolls into Seattle. CNN fires Chris Cuomo for helping brother deal with scandal. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Dolphins get Devonte Parker and Michael Dyer back from IR. Column, Travis Gibson has a big opportunity the rest of the season to prove he can be an edge rusher the Chicago Bears can build around. 5 things to watch for as the Chicago Bears play host to the Arizona Cardinals, including Kyler Murray's potential return and a crowd on edge, plus our Week 13 predictions. How a San Jose Sharks team meeting set the stage for a successful road trip, so far. Staten Island's Lou Anarumoake, leader of Bengals AFC North revival. Dolphins mid-season change in culture led to recent winning streak. 8 infected with COVID, 75 quarantined after Marin County parents defy order to keep child home. Kurtenbach, Draymond Green's virtuoso performance proved that the Warriors are the NBA's team to beat. Ethan Crumbley's parents found in Detroit building, bail set at $1 million. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Biden, Putin to hold video call Tuesday amid Ukraine tensions. New trial after jury met in room with Confederate symbols. Biden to travel to Kansas City to tout infrastructure plan, continuing Midwest tour. Pope Francis warns of global retreat from democracy, / nationalism. Elon Musk says people over 70 should be barred from running for political office. UK tightens travel testing rules amid Omicron concerns. Trump media partner says it has lined up $1 billion in capital. Mark Cuban buys tiny Texas town as favor to friend. California parents knowingly sent child to school with COVID. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Stanley McChrystal accidentally reveals the dishonesty of U.S. generals. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 17-year-old charged with shooting DoorDash delivery driver during Hazel Crest carjacking. St. Ignatius loses to Vashon, continues early season slump. Bail denied for 2 men charged in Southside shootout that wounded Chicago police officer. Chicago Elite Classical Hive updates. Police oversight officials investigating after off-duty CPD officer shot in the leg in Roscoe Village. Saturday's high school basketball scores. $1 combined bond set for parents of Michigan school shooting suspect. Stephanie Dalton is elevating her game on and off the court this offseason. Drew Valentine's arrow is aimed at an even higher target for Loyola basketball. Tony Stubblefield is on the clock. Will he make the pole basketball matter again? The next headlines are from the Times of India. A perfect 10. Kiwi Ajaz Patel spins history on home pitch. Cyclone Jod fizzles out, spares Odisha, AP any major damage. NDA's national security response has been more optical than substantial. Paramber Singh told ways to collect bribe, charge sheet. Not launching party but cannot predict future, says Azad. BJP in talks with Amarinder, Dinsa for pact, Shah. Night vaccination drive in Maoist hotbed so no one misses out. Center flags rise in COVID cases and deaths in 5 states, J&K. Will India see Omicron wave? It'll be clear in a month or two. 51% difference in road death numbers from 2 departments. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Jackson finishes 6th in 500, Mantaya wins 1,500 at World Cup, Sacramento B. Guinness record holder cyclist thanks first responders at Waco Hospital for life-saving care, KETK Fox 51 East Texas Matters.com. Beata Nelson breaks American record in SCM 100 IM, swim. Unofficial world record, American record in 4,100 mixed medley relay, swim. ISL Final, Kali Condors chasing energy standard with title on the line, Swimming World Magazine. Tbilisi 2021, Abdel Karim Khattab destroys world record with monstrous performance, International Paralympic Committee. Record soy crop grows, keeping a lid on prices, Taipei Times. Kiss break Guinness World Records with Nai live stream 2021 in review, antimusic.com. Feature, How I Became World Record Holder After Becoming Paralyzed at 2, Nigerian Paralympic, Premium Times. Greek olive oil producer sets world records at EVOOWR 2021, Greek City Times. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The Animation Guild's contract negotiations get delayed to 2022. Raised by Wolves 2's trailer is gorgeous and just creepy as hell, man. There were 2 pills for Jessica Henwick, the MCU, or Matrix Resurrections? John Bernthal thinks MCU Punisher cannot be another family-friendly quip guy. Google scraps return to office plans, but encourages staff to come in to regain muscle memory. Intellect and romance over brute force and cynicism. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Roebourne Arrow in Australia at 114.98 degrees Fahrenheit or 46.1 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Delayangyr in Russia at minus 66.28 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 54.6 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Raised by Wolves S2 teaser reminds us why we love the series, until the S1 finale. Activision Blizzard will not be a part of this year's Game Awards show. Meta's failed Jiffy deal could end big technician spending spree. What will it take to end deforestation by 2030? The following headlines are from Raw Story. Mark Meadows mocked for claiming Trump used the word metaphorically. Stunning downfall, CNN fires Chris Cuomo over role in brother's sexual harassment scandal. Crumblies were assisted by person of interest, and they're now on suicide watch, Sheriff. GOP lawmaker blasted for posting family Christmas photo with assault rifles in wake of Mitch massacre. We haven't seen any remorse, Michigan's sheriff describes Sullen Crumblie's jailhouse stay. I hope they get the maximum, James Crumblie's ex slams him and his monster wife. The Republicans had a plan for their judges, and it went way beyond Roe v. Wade. New evidence ties Trump White House to Jeffrey Clark's Georgia election letter, report. MAGA rioter in Jack Skellington costume tried to inflict nightmare on Capitol cops. A little late for that, legal expert buries Jennifer Crumbly for crying through her manslaughter arraignment. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The January 6th committee has a plan to prevent another attempt to steal an election. The parents of the Michigan school shooter are in deep, deep trouble. New evidence suggests Trump Department of Justice official conspired with White House to overturn 2020 election. For some, shipping bottleneck presages a polluted holiday season. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. The Kardashev scale, classifying alien civilizations, space.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Ayahuasca, from Bantu giving hope for Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, the Costa Rican News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, December 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon heading up UFO research is totally bogus, says Congressman Tim Burchett. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.